Okay, you see more tools in here to simplify your life. I hope. I'm not sure about that. But here, down here, you see some documents for engineering. It starts with the programmer's guide. This could help to program in a way as it should be in Braumat. It's a long document. You don't need to go through all, but you can take a look. Parameterization of manual groups, programming, step 7, and so on, to make it the programming easy. You have to know in the beginning when you're programming, you make it too complicated, and the more professional you are, the more simple you do it. So the goal should be to make it simple, not too complicated. Yeah, and this document should help you to make it not too complicated and to use as lot as possible the Braumat functionality. And there is an engineering step-by-step. This is a new document, very new, and I recommend to go through it. First, it's about what tools are available, and then it's really step-by-step the engineering, how you can do it, how you should do it. Yeah, to get the input-output, to see which units you are using. Yeah. Then to design the pictures, the image designs, yeah, the process images, and so on. There is a list how to go step by step to make a project, let's say, successful. Yeah, to go the right way or not on the wrong way. Yeah. There is later for programming. It's very easy to get the information you need for your programming from the picture. In here I show with these screenshots where the information for the ICM is in here. That is the information for the digital signal for any input. The signal for PID, for the analog switches, all this can be found in the images. I can show you because this is crucial. Yeah. When you're doing programming, somebody is saying in this step I want to have this valve. Then you go here, you select this step, you go here, and then you see the according flag. And this according flag is a flag you have to activate in the software. So immediately you see this one is the according flag. For the interlock, you can go here, and you see the according flag for the interlock from here. And also the signals for the interlock. For the digital, that means, let's say, open or close of the vessel for the door switch, you can find it in here. If you go about, oh, here is not. Normally the signal will be in here, which you can use in your programming. And the same for the PID. If you go to the PID, you can see this according flag in here to speed up your programming. You don't need to look the manual or to any table. Directly in the picture, you get all the necessary information. That's really good and very nice. And if you open this one, then you can see the tag. The tag names are coming. Also helping you for programming, for transparency, to do your software mainly based on the process image. Yeah, it makes it easy, the programming. You can also search for a tag. You can give a tag here, SC13, and you can jump to the tag. But that's not the topic. Okay, that was the document engineering step by step. Also about root control. If you have your root control system, how you can make the planning for root control. And there is one example for the seller. You can also take a look in here how this is done. This is done already in a factory as a template to have a good basic strategy. How to make Braumat extensions. This is a little bit, if you make your own, it will be more later on, more information. How, if you make your own blocks, how you can do that. In Braumat, it's an open system. You can make your own programming. And in this chapter, It's there is a detailed description how you can implement additional functions which you make by your own to link it with Braumat. Following interlocks are mandatory. These are interlocks which need to be done mandatory to protect the human and the machines. Okay? Multi-engineering is Braumat. This is about having two people working on one machine, on one PCU. That's not so easy, but you can do it in Braumat if you follow some rules. You have done it. For example, if you're in a hurry and you need somebody else to do commissioning with you, it's possible to do it on one machine, on one PCU. And if you follow these rules, that you don't override each other, you need to follow some rules. How to improve performance of engineering? You can read a little bit how you can speed up your engineering. We know we are all expensive. We shouldn't waste too much time with not necessary things. So here are some hints about to speed up the engineering process. Okay. Go back and the overview picture again. Auto-symbolic generator. Auto-symbolic generator. Oh no, that's not the right one. Auto-generate command code. Aha, this is not. I show you in here. I go outside. In this Excel sheet, there is a new tab. If you go to Excel, it's called SIMP. This is a modified standard sheet. If you look in here, you have all your elements, ICM, analog input, and so on. But it's empty now. Yeah? But if you input now, let's say V111, V112, and in description you write what it means: inlet MTK. This is what you have done before. Or you copy paste from the Excel list from the client, this information you copy paste to here, to this Excel sheet. This is somehow the central database of Braumat. All the necessary information of Braumat is located in this Excel sheet. So you can copy paste all the necessary information you do have in here, and from here you can distribute it to Braumat and to Simatic Manager. Yeah, you only change here and then export to Braumat and export to Simatic Manager. I show you how you can do it. The symbolic and the comment description here in the description, and that's MTK outlet. But these comments normally you can copy paste from a list you get from the client. He gives you the list of all the elements which are used. And now you know already that there is a macro, not yet in here. You have to start this macro first prior to this one. To have this macro, and it's possible now to export this information to Braumat. They have all necessary information for Braumat coming from this Excel file. But not only that, in the last one, in the last tab you see symbolic. This tab is normally, it's not existing in this, at the moment it's not existing, but this one is making automatic the symbolic for you. For example, we make a new ICM. I think it was called V11. Yes, V11. We search for it, whether it was coming from here. No. I think it's in here. Should be input 64. You see? V11 under on. The signal is generated now automatic by this table. If you don't have under on, you can change in the header, in the top line. You can give your extensions. In here, in this top line, all this command automatic, interlock, on, off, QL, FC, FB, start, and so on, all these extensions which are used in your symbolic file should be in here. So prior of exporting this Excel file, you check this line that all the extensions are correct. Because based on this one, you'd also do the programming later on. Yeah, the standard, I would say in English, it's command automatic, interlock, on, off. This one is the standard. And you have done this, you will see. Try again to find it. I think you need to say values V11. Find next. Yeah, you see it here. The input is coming. The input off is generated now, automatic. The command automatic signal is also generated now. And the interlock. That means from one ICM, 4 signals are generated automatic. 4 signals. The same for the analog input. The analog input is temperature, MTK, and then it has a tag, and the tag is T101. T101, temperature MTK. We go on the symbolic. No, I call it T101, blah blah blah. 101 with the empty gap. Yeah, you see, low level and high level, upper limit. So also these 2 signals are generated now automatic based on the text you give in the other tables. And now how you can handle this one? You say file, save as. Oh. You copy this one in another one, but only the content. Insert copied cells. And then you save as in a text file, not in an Excel workbook, but in a text. In a text file. A name and you select the folder where you want to have it. Come on, take a little bit of time. And the extension will be SAQ. SAQ. This is necessary that you can import it in Semantic Manager. SEQ. Okay. And then it makes a message that it cannot save all these symbolic. Some is lost. That's okay. Now we can see in here, name SAQ. He puts another text in here. You can delete it. This one. Oh no, it's still open. We need to close it. No, don't save. Now we can rename it, and now it's possible to import it to Semantic Manager. Open my Semantic Manager. Take a little bit of time, and in the symbolic, during import, it's overwriting the existing one. You have to keep in mind when a new file is coming, the existing one will be overwritten. Symbolic. That means if you have done already something in Semantic Manager with ICM, analog input, PID, then it's good not to export all of this symbolic file, only a specific part of it. It's not overriding the other one. It's not overriding your flags, your user flags, or the DB. That's not overriding it. But if it's concerning the ICM input-output, analog input, PID, then during import it will be overwritten with a new value. But if you only change in this Excel sheet, you make all the changes in there, then it's no problem. So here, import, you select the according name. OD doesn't find it. No, it's in here. Okay, now it's importing this table, and there will be some errors, but you can ignore it. For example, the first lines, they are not, okay, 88 errors, that's the first lines. Do you want to open the protocol? You can open it to see what is not correct, but you have to keep in mind that the language should be English. The language should be English. And maybe my language in Semantic Manager is not English. But now, oh, it's opening a long file. It's imported in symbolic, and you can save it. Yeah, after saving it, you have the new elements imported from this Excel file to Semantic Manager. So this one speeds up your time you need to generate the symbolic file. You can directly take it from here. It's not part of standard Braumat. You can also, if you have already a table existing, you can copy this one to your you can make a new tab and copy this symbolic to there. But now you need to make some corrections, because in here Excel is still having this old text from here, this old file. This one needs to be removed. This needs to be removed. You do this by making a replace by nothing. Replace all. Well, it's opening this. It's going through all these elements now. But normally you say find this one which you don't like, replace by nothing, then it's removed, and you have this symbolic in the new in your new existing sheet, Excel sheet. So